Techreviewz, mobile, technology, computers, cameras, photography, and more. All right, guys, so the Moto 360 or Moto 360 Android smartwatch. I'm gonna do an unboxing video, discuss the features and the options with the watch bands. While I'm fast forwarding this unwrapping here, this watch has been out for a while. It started around $300. It's now down to $149.99 on Amazon and also on the Motorola website. And amazing options here with the watch bands. There's some leather here, gold color. It's also very, very sleek. So you can order on either of those websites, and it gives you some very nice options. Here it shows you the features of the watch. It's some pretty cool updates. Google's working, and you have fit apps, heart rate monitor, steps and distance, calories burned, and then analysis. So for all you fitness guys out there, pretty cool. And you got some cool apps, yes, including this one. And once you go onto the website, you can choose. Here's the charger, by the way. We're gonna do this in person in a minute. All-day battery, wireless charging with charging dock included, water resistant, built-in pedometer and optical heart rate monitor, and then you need Android 4.3 or higher. Let's just look at the actual specs here. 4 gigabytes of internal storage. That's pretty large. You have Bluetooth 4.0. Battery is about 320 milliamperes, all-day mixed use. Yep. And so here on the website, pretty cool, shows you how elegant this can look if placed in the correct wrist here. All right, on the website, here's how you order. You select the watch case. In this case, we selected the dark finish. This is what we're going to unbox. You can have a champagne gold finish, a light finish. And then you can match that with the bands. Eventually, it's going to go up to a lot more money. But in this case, if you go for the leather band, stay within that leather. It doesn't change the price just yet. It jumps up to $199 once you start going with the metal bracelets type. A bit more manly, heavier look, more luxurious. I like the simple look though, and I like a watch that's lightweight. Nice brushed dark metal here. So just pick what's right for you, but keep in mind, prices on these watches are dropping. Don't spend a fortune. And by the way, when I say don't buy before watching the review, it doesn't mean don't buy it. Just don't buy it before you watch what we're talking about. So you don't just buy what other people, tell you. Just watch the review, see if you like it, and then maybe go test it out somewhere. So anyways, here it is. That's how it comes. It comes in a really, really small and eco-friendly little round box. And we're going to cut this open here with the little scissors. I always struggle with those things. And there we go. And here it is. Nice and simple. Has a plastic protector on top. And you're holding the side button for a couple of seconds. And then the watch starts up with the Motorola logo. Let me give you a closer look here. That's how the watch starts up. It takes a bit of time. Not much longer than a smartphone though. And here we're greeted with the setup. Well, let's take off that protector first so we can see it. And then you can select the language. And got a couple of options there. All right, Spanish, English, United Kingdom. Should try that out. And then it wants you to install Android Wear on the phone, which I already had based on the LG G Watch R. But very easy through the Google Play Store. It's free. That basically allows the watch and the phone to communicate with each other. Think of the watch as sort of a remote control unit for the phone. So in this case, we got a Moto 360 connected. You can have more than kind of different watches connected, not at the same time, but you can choose watches. And you got your notifications. If you swipe to the left, you get more information. If you swipe to the right, you're dismissing it. All right, so you can also swipe right to dismiss, as it just said. Very similar. All this is similar to the LG G Watch R and other Android watches. So if you've seen one in terms of functionality, you sort of seen them all. And here's that list of things that you can do: settings, set an alarm, start a run. So it's like these preset things. That's how Android works. So it's not directly like an app launcher. Start a stopwatch, for example. Set an alarm. Let's start a stopwatch here really quickly, and it runs. So it gives you quick access for a lot of features: heart rate monitor, what's my heart rate, and so forth. Google, obviously, you can also say what you want it to do. Show the steps, and all that works. So tons of things to play with, tons of features. Watch is very lightweight, feels right on the wrist. Display is very nice. It's hard to show that, but clean, clear, beautiful watch faces. We'll get to that in a second. So we're still in the setup here, and then shows you, yes, you can palm the watch, and then I can't do it here right now. Oh, here, finally did it. I didn't want to put too much muscle hands on there. All right. Agenda for today. That's a pretty cool thing. You can select what app responds to that. I like setting alarms. It taps you on the wrist. It doesn't make a noise for an alarm, but it vibrates on your wrist. You can adjust the brightness as well. I have it on auto. I always feel that auto is a little bit undercooked with these apps. With these watches. It's a little bit too low. So here's the watch faces that come with it. Very elegant. Like them a lot. Such as this one here. And if you press and hold, you can select other watch faces. And then you can customize them. I change them once a day. It's just nice to be able to change it. And it's still giving me some tips and information based on stuff. So yes, you can do emails on the watch. You can reply by talking into the watch, very James Bond-like. You can check your stock prices, the selected ones that you're following on the watch. You don't have to pull out your phone to do that. That's very cool. The settings allow you to change a lot of things. Like I said, the brightness. If you put it on 5, you can't see it here. It is very, very bright and perfectly fine for outdoor use. It looks like a normal watch. Right, it's like giving you a closer look here, the watch faces, and then it fades, right? So after, it doesn't stay on like the LG G R, where it has like a OLED display where it turns off the black pixels. This is more like the Apple Watch. So all the pixels, after a while, they turn off to save energy. And then when you turn the wrist, that's when they come back on. Shows you the time. So I always like, would be nice to have something to have running all the time, but not on this watch. On the back, we find out it is water resistant, and this is also there to charge. It has like the seal. Let's remove the seal. Here we go, the back seal. All right, so you can adequately, properly measure your heart rate also. And I like the quality. When you look at the back, you can see it's really nicely made. Moto 360 water resistant stainless steel optical heart rate sensor, it says, and wireless charging. Yes, sir. Here it is. It's a watch. I'm getting, now that I'm wearing it, I'm getting a lot of compliments on the watch. People's like, oh, what is that? And I feel like that this watch is the right one, the band that I selected. Maybe this one as well with the silver face. the bright face, but like the huge link bracelets and so forth, trying to imitate a Rolex, I don't know. Save your money. This you can customize here. You can customize the color. That's cute. Love that. And then you have your world time, so it shows you a second time in the city as well, second city time as well, a third one. And we can select London here. We got both of London. The first one would be London. Second one, Mexico City. Viva Mexico. And that's good when you're talking to people on the East Coast in Europe or, Brazil, China. You can figure it out what time it is, but just with one glance, you get a feeling where they are. It's a cool one too. So very classic faces. You can play with that. You can control the dial. The hands, the color, the seconds, what color that is. Here, if you're in a flowery mood, get this. And sometimes I am. It makes me feel better. This one is a very cool one. A very interesting approach to watch. So we'll see more watch faces in the future, obviously. And then you have the My Design. You can put a photo there yourself. It'll be an overlay to this one here. So all in all, my thoughts on the watch would be after wearing it. So I have been wearing this watch for about 2 weeks now. It is responsive. It does what it says it does. Sometimes because the crown button, when you bend your wrist by 90 degrees and you're leaning on a table, sometimes that can push in that crown. And then it would put the watch into, for example, mode, into theater mode or so, where it's not turning on it's not showing the watch at the time when you turn your wrist and you go like, what's going on? What's wrong? Am I out of battery? No, you have to just turn it back on. But that just you feel actually when you do that, it gives you a feedback, a haptic feedback. It vibrates a little bit. I'm very pleased. For $150, you really have something that protects the battery life of your phone. You don't pull out the phone as much. It does all the notification. It works with the messaging app very well. It does all your fitness stuff. It gives you emails. Google works. Navigation works. Alarms work. I haven't tested water resistance yet, but I'm not planning to take it in the water. The other thing is when a call comes in, you cannot talk into the watch, but you can take the call or not. So sometimes you're a little bit late for taking a call. You can already swipe left or right to take the call or to dismiss the call, and then it opens that on the phone while you're still struggling, I don't know, to get your Bluetooth ready or put your headset in or something like that. So that's about it. That is a positive review on my end for the Moto 360. Go buy it. Obviously, watch the prices. Don't overspend. And if you don't love it within a week, give it back. It's not for everybody. All right. And watch the review again. Maybe there's something in there that you skipped the first time by. Techreviewz out.